Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We're here at New Knoxville High School where the Marion local Flyers take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Cy Sweeterman, Wegner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Upper Valley Career Center, Swan's Mama Rosa's, German Farmers Insurance, NKTelco Sports, and First National Bank. Thank you to those fine sponsors who allow us to bring you tonight's game. And tonight's game is the Midwest Athletic Conference finale this season. I'm Jeff Henson. Alongside me this evening is Matt Everidge. And we have a game that features right now, Matt, the team leading the Midwest Athletic Conference, the very local Flyers. They come in unblemished in league play, 7-0, facing a Ranger team that's near the bottom with a record of 1-6 in league play.
Yeah, the Rangers are definitely the underdog in this game. You wouldn't know it by the atmosphere here. The barn is rocking, as I'm sure everybody can hear. So what they lack in talent going up against the league leader, they make up more in spirit here. So hopefully the home team advantage will help them.
Well, they're going to need a lot. The Rangers are, again, a very good Marion local team, a well-balanced team. They're, as I mentioned, 7-0 in league play, 15-4 overall. They've won 4 out of the last 5 games, and a big win earlier this week, beating Versailles 52-47. So they've answered the call there. The Rangers, coming off 2 tough losses to Minster and St. John's, they're going to have their hands full, as Matt said, against a very good team in the Marion local Flyers. So a good crowd on hand tonight, a nice environment. And we're going to come take a break and come back with the starting lineups for tonight's Midwest Athletic Conference basketball finale here from New Knoxville on NKTelco Sports.
We knew that we could use hometown opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaug, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back to the barn at New Knoxville High School. Jeff Henson alongside me tonight is Matt Everidge, our first starter for the Marion local Flyers. Number 5, junior 6'6", Nathan Bruns. Next starter, number 32, a 6'2", senior, Tyler Mesher. Next starter, number 33, a 6'6", senior, Justin Albers. Number 22 is Matt Rethman. He's a 5'9", junior, the 4th starter for the Flyers. And the 5th starter is number 24, 6-foot senior, Tyler Prenger. The Flyers are coached by Kurt Guttemiller in his 7th year at Marion local high school. And now the home team tonight, the New Knoxville Rangers. First starter for the Rangers, number 23, 6', 1" senior, Nathan Tinnerman. Number 10 is a 6-foot senior, Ben Lammers. Freshman, 6'3", number 34, Sammy Anspaugh. Jonah Lagerman wears number 12. He's a 5'11" senior. And the fifth starter is number 3, a 5'8" senior, Jack Bartholomew. The Rangers are coached by Josh Lisi in his 3rd season. And there are your starting lineups. And Matt, you talked about the environment, a good crowd. Obviously, Marion Local travels well. A lot of blue and yellow in the stands, and a good turnout here for the Rangers as well. Final MAC game of the season for each team. Rangers, nothing to lose tonight. The Flyers, if they can win tonight, will guarantee them a share of the first place position, if you will, in the MAC.
Yep, that's exactly right. So Marion has everything to lose here. The Flyers have nothing to lose. Another thing on the Flyers side, this is the 10-year anniversary of the state championship that Knoxville did win. A lot of those players are in town. A lot of pep speeches given out, so we'll see how it goes for the Rangers here early.
Tip belongs to the Flyers, and they are opening up on offense, facing a man-to-man defense. Take that back, 2-3 zone, or 1-2-2, a zone defense by the Rangers. Marion Local, the road uniforms tonight, the blue jerseys with yellow numbers trimmed in white, and Bruns gets the pass. And the first bucket, assist from number 22, Matt Rethman.
It's a nice look inside. Marion will look to cover the inside lane if they can and just score from there.
Bruns averages just under 15 points a game for the 6'6" junior. Marion Local man-to-man defense for the Rangers. The white jerseys, red numbers trimmed in gray. Jonah Loggeman for 3 off the mark. Mesher with the rebound, and here come the Flyers quickly down the floor. Albers back up top to Pranger. 3-point shot buried by Justin Albers, and a good start for the Flyers. Albers, his 9th 3-point bucket of the season. Not a lot of attempts for Albers, but his 9th basket. Albers averages just over 5 points a game.
Rangers see if they can't get something in quick underneath.
Going to have their hands for a lot of size for the Flyers underneath. Rangers not vertically tall, if you will, and Bruns gets the steal and the throwdown. So a good start for Nathan Bruns, the scoop and the pick 6. This case, the two-handed dunk, 7-0 in favor of the Flyers. Marion Local Matt plays very good defense, and there's evidence of it right there. They very active on the defensive end, giving up just 42 points a game.
And they swarm. I mean, it's with the deep as the bench is, they can come in droves. They're going to call a foul on a charge. I believe that's going to be on Tennerman.
Offensive foul, tough break for Tin Man, and first foul negates the first bucket for the Rangers. And the Flyers have been very good on all 3 possessions that they've had. They have scored.
No misses yet. 3 for 3.
Albers in the corner, cross-court pass knocked out of bounds off the Rangers' hands, Jack Bartholomew. A good start for the Flyers. The Flyers average just under 57 points a game. I mentioned earlier they give up just 42 points a game. Pranger for 3, no good. Bruns, offensive rebound, no good. Mesher, no, it's Loggeman. So Loggeman comes away with a defensive rebound after a couple of Marion Local misses. Bartholomew, baseline jumper off the mark. Mesher with it. And the Flyers push the tempo down the floor. 3-point shot by Rethman. And 4 different Flyers have scored. Coach Lisi will take a timeout. His team trails by 10 with 5:34 left to go in the quarter. We'll take a break and come back with more basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Back here, back to action go the Rangers. Tinnerman for 3, no good. Ball tipped around, comes up in the hands of Tyler Pranger. Three-point shot by Justin Albers, no good. Loggeman with another rebound. So Matt and the Flyers started off shooting very well. They've cooled off a little bit, but boy, a quick lead here, 10-0.
Yeah, 4 of 6 shooting to start out the game, especially with 2 threes. Rangers 0 for 3 so far, and the third
Another turnover.
turnover.
Bartholomew runs it down, so a turnover for a turnover. Good hustle play, good heads-up basketball there by Jack Bartholomew. Rangers need a basket, obviously trailing early here as we approach the halfway point of the first quarter, and that pass off of the hands of Tinnerman. Out of bounds, a Ranger turnover. A lot of turnovers.
Sitting with 4 already here within the first 4 minutes of the game, 3 minutes, 15 seconds.
And one of those resulted in direct points for the Flyers, the steal by Bruns and the
slam.
In for the Rangers, number 4, Jared Osborne. He's a 6'2" junior. Also number 30, Dalton Meeks. And for the Flyers, number 12, Colin Everman in for Coach Guttemiller. Also number 20, Nick Tangeman. Zone defense by the Rangers have been it throughout.
Flyers with just nice passing all around the court.
Right now the Flyers are being very patient, waiting for something to open. Nice entry pass. Bruns was open, elects to dish off and gets the assist by Bruns, basket by Nick Tangeman. And right now the Marion local offense very good offensively, and 12-0 lead here as we approach now just a halfway point of the first quarter.
The Rangers just need to get that first field goal, get something going.
Facing a pretty stingent defense in the Flyers. New Knoxville, on the other hand, offensively scoring just over 46 points a game. Tinnerman's shot altered and blocked, gets his own rebound. A little too strong on his second attempt. Bruns with the board. Down to Mesher. Mesher, a tough shot from under the basket, no good. Ball is saved in New Knoxville, key offensive rebound. You won't see Mesher miss too many of those shots, but boy, he was buried underneath the basket as Dalton Meeks, his field goal is off the mark, but the offensive rebound will stay with the Rangers.
It looked like the rim got hit, so it kind of altered the ball.
Pass let him a little bit under for Mesher on the entry pass, or the pass from Bruns. Loggeman nearly comes up with a steal, but it will stay with the Flyers. Mesher does very well positioning himself on the interior. Gets the entry pass, and that's going to be a foul on Nathan Tinnerman, Matt. I believe that's his second foul.
Yeah, quickly 2 fouls on Tinnerman, and they can ill afford for him to be sitting on the bench. He is the big man inside.
Number 3 for Marion local, Ryan Koenig into the ball game. Also number 14, Jack Beaning. 2 fouls in the game. Both have been called against number 23, Nathan Tinnerman, and he's the Rangers' leading scorer at 15.4 a game.
Tinnerman 0 for 4 in shooting so far in the opening of this game.
Koenig over to Bruns. The time to get the ball inside to Bruns, and New Knoxville's defense right now forcing the Flyers outside. Beaning with the ball, stripped away and stolen. A foul will be called against Jack Beaning, so good play by Jack Bartholomew. Jack versus Jack, and Bartholomew wins the battle against Beaning.
Not a very big guy, but Jack Bartholomew not scared to get in there and mix it up a little bit.
He definitely plays 110%. Listed as 5'8" on your roster. Loggeman's pass out of bounds, and another Ranger turnover.
Puts them up to 5. Jack, one of the 5 seniors that was recognized here tonight. This is senior night for Knoxville. All the way down to 220 and still not on the board.
Beaning in the corner, they get it in to Tangeman. His shot no good. Loose ball, and winning the battle is Colin Everman, number 12. He keeps the possession alive. Marion local will have another shot. Bruns three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound missed and put back up and in. So Tangeman with the bucket after about probably 4 tries there, Matt. A host or a number of offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they're finally settling in. Their shooting percentage is definitely going down. But Rangers plenty of opportunity to score. There we go.
Jared Osborne, strong move to the basket. scores the Rangers' first point at just over a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Beaning for three. Scoring of the three-point bucket, Jack Beaning. Beaning just his third made three-pointer on the season. Came in 2 of 13. But hit that one to give the Flyers the 15-point lead. Man-to-man defense for the Flyers. Bartholomew, aggressive to the basket, misses, gets his own rebound. A long two-pointer for Osborne off the mark. And it will go over to the Flyers. Couple looks there. Bartholomew, a nice drive to the basket. Couldn't connect, and Osborne's long two did not drop either. And coming back in with the 2 personal fouls for New Knoxville is Nathan Tinnerman. And Justin Albers back in the contest, Matt, giving number 5, Nathan Bruns, his first break of the night.
And Marion local shooting 7 of 14 from the field right now. New Knoxville 1 of 11.
And
so
yeah, 50% for the Flyers. They've had some possessions, though, Matt, where they've taken 2 or 3, but they've come away with a basket, so they've been efficient with their possession. Beaning in the interior, he has fouled. 2 shots coming up for number 14, Jack Beaning. Ranger foul goes against Bartholomew, his first. From the free throw line, Beaning on the season, 6 of 10 for 60%. He misses the first free throw. Second one is good. 4 points for Beaning, all off the bench here. Gives the Marion local Flyers their 18th point. Under 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Ball knocked out of bounds. Good defense again by the Flyers. Matt, they've been very active on defense. A lot of active hands.
yeah, ball's just bouncing all over the place for Knoxville except towards the rim. Like I said, only shooting 1 of 11 right now. They really need to pick that up.
Bartholomew thought about it, brought it back to Lagerman from the elbow. Off the mark, rebounded by Albers, and with 25 seconds to go, the Flyers with a possession, looking for more. Interior passing into Beaning. He has fouled again. And I take it back. It was a violation. I believe he shuffled his feet. A turnover against the Flyers.
Then Lammer's back in.
Lammer's back in, and not much time to go until the quarter is over. It's 10 seconds left. Number 10 will have to get the offense going.
A big 3 here could motivate Knoxville.
Tinnerman goes to the basket, uses his body, scores a 2-point bucket. And that will be the end of the first quarter here at New Knoxville. The Flyers are on top by 14, 18-4 after 8 minutes of action here on NKTelco Sports.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Back, and a bucket here by Nate Tinnerman at the buzzer gives New Knoxville just their 4th point. But good to see Tinnerman, their leading scorer, playing with 2 fouls, at least getting in the books here. Maybe that will help ignite the Rangers' offense a little bit as they have dug themselves a hole. The Flyers have been playing very well. Lammers for the Rangers off the mark, rebounded by Mesher and quickly up the side. Come to Flyers, no one there to stop the Flyers, and they miss a shot. Missing the attempt was Rethman, but a good offense there in transition. Rethman just left the shot short.
Yeah, Knoxville's fighting well inside. The rebounds are pretty much even. It's just the turnovers they're giving up, and then these long stretches without points. They went almost 5 minutes without their first point.
Marion's defense has been very aggressive. They've caused a number of turnovers already, and they've really forced some near misses, if you will, with the Rangers on offense. A lot of passes being deflected, and when you do that, it's tough to get into a nice rhythm offensively, and New Knoxville is trying to find a crease here. Long way to go, a lot of basketball left to be played. The Rangers will try to fight back as Tinnerman scores in back-to-back buckets. 4 points now for the 6'1 senior, averaging just over 15 a game.
Rangers on a 4-0 run here.
18-6, New Knoxville stays in the zone defense.
See if they can continue this with their defense. They're doing a nice job covering the ball.
Mesher, skip pass over to Tyler Pranger. His triple is good. The 6th Marion Local Flyer player to score, and that breaks a drought of offense that Matt had mentioned. The Rangers have been on a 4-0 run. Pass stolen. Albers with the steal, and he loses the handle, and there'll be a held ball possession. Good job by Ben Lammers hustling down the floor to not allow Albers the chance to score.
Lammers got back and got a hand right on it and rode him all the way out of bounds.
Held ball possession will keep it with the Flyers on the alternating possession. Corner triple again for Albers off the mark. Sammy Ansball with the rebound. Lagerman now with the basketball over to Tinnerman. Lammers a step behind the three-point arc, nails down his three-pointer try. Lammers on the season just under 10 points a game for New Knoxville, 9.7. A 35% three-point shooter on the season. Makes his 35th three-point shot attempt. So key part of the Ranger offense as they force a turnover. Nate Tinnerman steps in the pass, or in front of the passing lane, and New Knoxville now down by 12.
Tinnerman trying to impose his will. That's going to be a 2-shot foul.
Almost could have been a charge considering the foul we called that they called against Tinnerman earlier in the game. This time a block foul called against number 32, Tyler Mesher.
And so this will be the first foul shots for New Knoxville in the game. So we'll see if Tinnerman can go ahead and this is the easiest way to catch up, is if you can get to the foul line, the clock ain't moving while you're shooting.
71% from the free throw line is Tinnerman. Big free throws, as Matt said, is up and in. There's the replay coming up here on our replay. You see the contact made, and
the ball just came right off top of the rim. I mean, it was almost a three-point attempt.
Tinnerman to cut it to 10, and he does. So slowly but surely New Knoxville trying to make a run here. They trail by 10. It was a 14-point game at the end of the first quarter, 18-4. So a 7-3 run for New Knoxville in the first nearly 3 minutes of the second quarter.
And this is what they need. I mean, if the crowd can get up and get behind them, give them a little bit of pep.
Man-to-man defense by New Knoxville. They dump it into Mesher. Good defense by Ansball, but good strength by Mesher. He uses his body so well. Mesher listed at 6'2", but he's a wide body, and he scores his first bucket of the game. He's their leading scorer at 16.6 a game. But we've seen him play a couple times this year. Does a nice job shielding and getting quality shots off. Lagerman draws contact, too strong on an attempt. Marion Local nearly loses it. Instead, Coach Guttemiller will take a timeout. It's a 30 timeout. We'll stay right here. I'll let Matt go through our sponsors for tonight's game.
Our Gold Star sponsors: Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchen, Schwederman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, Westaff, Lamb's Insurance. And the silver sponsors: Wagner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Cy Schwederman, Upper Valley Career Centers, Schwann's Mama Roses, German Farmers, NKTelco Sports, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Dental Care, Minster Bank, and WKKI K94 in Salina. Our scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank, Think First, and we will have player of the game sponsors here for both teams.
Thank you, Matt, for bringing us those sponsors that allow us to bring you this, and this is Midwest Athletic Conference basketball. Flyers and the Rangers, a 12-point Marion Local lead. Knoxville cut it to 10. Pass deflected, stolen away. Foul by Bruns in the backcourt. Probably a good idea as the Rangers had some numbers. Bruns picks up his first foul and the third against the Flyers.
A little bit different of a Ranger team. They're kind of being scrappy and giving Marion local fits here. Like we said, they're outscoring them in this quarter so far. So if they can continue, we'll see how it goes.
Tangeman, number 20. Everman, number 12, back into the Flyer lineup. Lammers hit a three-pointer earlier. We'd like to see him get on target for the Rangers. Logman's three off the mark. Good rebound by Mesher. Mesher averages over 5 rebounds a game. Another long cross-court pass. This time the Flyers recover, and Mesher, left-handed jumper off the mark, rebounded. And getting fouled in the act of shooting is Bruns, and he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
1 for 2 shooting so far for Marion local from the charity stripe.
Bruns 70% free throw shooter on the season. First one no good. Want to remind everyone at halftime we'll have some entertainment tonight called the Ranger Roos. We'll show their performance at halftime, and for those of you that don't know what that is, hang around, you'll be entertained. And for those of you that do, this tradition or this group, if you will, this theme started back in the 70s and it's been carried on periodically here at New Knoxville. So that's coming up at halftime, which is just under 4 minutes of game time away. 13-point run now. The Rangers have cut it down to 10. 3 unanswered points now for the Flyers. Have put it back up to where we nearly were at to close the first quarter at 18-4.
And New Knoxville's really got to get somebody else involved besides Bartholomew or Tinnerman. They can get a third person scoring.
Meeks with a nice pass. Osborne.
There we
nice
go.
Give and go. Jared Osborne, number 4, with his 4th point. Give the assist to Dalton Meeks.
Knoxville shooting right at 50% for this second quarter or so, and the points are showing.
Zone defense back now by the Rangers. They went man-to-man a possession or so ago. Everman cut off on the baseline, back up top to Tangeman, all the way over to Prenger. Albers, his cross-court pass hits the rim. Mesher in there, right spot, right time to shoot. Missed, get his own rebound and finish. Again, a lot of strength and body control for number 32, Tyler Mesher.
Rangers giving up these second attempts. It's really starting to hurt them. They've given up 3, all of them on rebounds.
Rangers reset here, get their spacing back to where it needs to be. Meeks had a nice pass to Osborne the last possession. Tinnerman for 3. That one off the mark, rebound by the Flyers. Number 24, Tyler Prenger. Tangeman gives it back to Prenger, and he shuffled his feet just a little bit. A turnover for the Flyers, and for the game, they haven't turned the ball over just too many times.
6 times, and actually Knoxville's only at 7, so Knoxville's cleaned it up a little bit. This is the 3rd turnover for the Marion local in this quarter.
Sneaking up is Matt Rethman to put a little bit of pressure on Jonah Logman. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left, a 13-point lead, 26-13. Osborne with the ball. Osborne with 4 points, 2 in each quarter. Again, active hands, and it forces the Rangers offense to kind of not know what each other is going to do, and that is another Ranger turnover.
Yeah, it's when we start talking about it and say they're doing really well, that's when normally it goes south. So
a chance here for the Flyers to increase their lead. Ryan Koenig with the ball, over to Rethman. Beaning has the ball knocked away. I think Osborne got a hand on it. So Osborne's had a couple baskets. That time caused the steal, deflected it. Bartholomew, swing pass to Meeks. It's blocked by Bruns. I believe that's his 17th block of the season. Make that number 18. So 18 blocks on the season for Nathan Bruns. Stays with New Knoxville. Osborne loses the handle, gets a shot off. It's missed, rebounded by the Flyers. 6'6" point guard in this case. Bruns brings it down. Just over a minute and a half to go until halftime. Flyers offense has slowed down a little bit, but their defense has kept their lead. And with the shot there by Tangeman, it's missed, and the foul goes against the Flyers. Nathan Bruns picks up his 2nd foul, just the 4th team foul. So each team has only committed 4 fouls Tinnerman for New Knoxville with 2, and now Bruns for the Flyers with 2 fouls.
And Meek stepped in there and just blocked cleanly on Nathan Bruns on the backside. That's why the ball went so far over the rim. Nice job of misdirecting.
Nice backdoor cut. Lagerman with the basket. I think Bartholomew got the assist. 11-point lead, so Rangers have
high of 17 points was what they was up. So Rangers fighting back.
Nice move on the interior. Nick Tangeman, a 6'4" junior, able to make some space and draw the foul against New Knoxville.
It's going to be Tinnerman, number 23.
So at the foul line, number 20, Nick Tangeman for 2 shots. First one is good. Tangeman 55% on the season from the free throw line. As a team, the Flyers are shooting about 67%. Tangeman, 1 of 2, the rebound by Sammy Anspaugh. Under a minute to go, 12-point Marion local lead.
Just shooting 50% from the line right now is the Marion local Flyers.
Bartholomew. Back to Logman, over to Lammers. Man-to-man defense throughout the first half by the Flyers. Lammers, nice backdoor cut, assist Ben Lammers, basket.
They got something working there. They need to keep going back to that. For some reason, he's open on that backdoor cut.
Good backdoor cut by Logman. 10-point lead. Mesher, turnaround jumper. He does not miss many shots like that. His 6th point all here in the second quarter. So as we near the end of the half, again at the halftime, we'll stay right here and get a little Ranger-Roo action as Osborne goes airborne off the mark. Would have been a big bucket for the Rangers. Koenig with the basketball. Not much time left. Loses the handle, knocks it out of bounds. A turnover against the Flyers. 3 seconds left for the Rangers, so they got a little bit of time here.
If they can cut this within 9, that'll get this crowd sparked for the second half.
12-point margin right now. It's going to be a half-court desperation at the buzzer. It will not count. There's your halftime buzzer. And after 2 quarters of play, it's Marion Local 29. New Knoxville 17. We'll keep it right here, as we will have some entertainment here coming up for your viewing pleasure, as the Flyers have led basically throughout this game. They opened up with a 10-0 run. And New Knoxville has battled back after some large deficits. They trail by 12 now. As Matt gets the stats ready, we're getting ready here again for the Ranger-Roos. As before we get that far, we'll remind everyone that boys tournament action is coming up. The Marion local Flyers that you're watching tonight, they're the number 1 seed. And they will play on Friday, March 2nd at Lima Bath High School. The Rangers, the 8th seed, will play at Coldwater on Tuesday, February 27th. Their opponent will be Allen East. So tournament draws have been put in place. The Rangers will play at Coldwater. The Flyers, the number 1 seed, elect to go to Lima Bath and take the bye. They will play the winner of Temple Christian and Ridgemont at Lima Bath. So that is underway, as well as some other local teams. Minster, the number 4 seed, they will play the winner of the Allen East New Knoxville game on March 2nd. As we get ready here, we will take a 30-second timeout. If we can do that, we'll come back after a 30-second timeout with words from our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back as we prepare to see the Ranger-Roos on tonight's halftime feature, as the Flyers on top 29-17. The Flyers enter tonight's game 7-0 in the MAC. A win tonight would give them the outright conference title. St. Henry trails them by 1 game with a 6-1 record. But a win tonight will give Marion Local the outright title. And again, as they advance on to tournament as the #1 seed. And I think we're ready now as and here they are, so sit back and enjoy.
Jeff, I'd say you're right.
Yeah, they do a nice job, and if you don't know who There you go, the Ranger Roos, the version of this year's version, sponsored by the high school basketball girls team. Thank you for those young ladies for the entertainment. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have stats and second half basketball on NKTelco Sports.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp to hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. A 12-point game in favor of the Flyers, 29-17. With our halftime stats, here is Matt Everidge.
All right, starting out with Marion Local. They scored 29 points on 11 of 27 shooting, 3 of 9 from 3-point. On the candy stripe days, 3 of 6, 14 rebounds, 9 turnovers. For the home team, Knoxville Rangers, they scored 17 points on 7 of 26 shooting, 1 of 6 from the 3-point area, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 8 turnovers. I guess the thing to look at most, Jeff, is they did beat Marion Local in the second quarter. So they was down by 17, they're down by 12 now. If they can continue that trend, they're right back in this game come 0 seconds on that clock.
Rangers outscored Marion Local, as Matt said, 13-11 in the second period after getting outscored 18-4 in the first quarter. So a good improvement for the Rangers. The Flyers cooled off a little bit in their shooting. We'll look to kind of rebound here. You're always critical in the first couple minutes of the second half. Whether or not the Flyers in this case can kind of open it up, or if the Rangers can hang around and climb back into this game.
Really need Tinnerman not to pick up that 4th foul anytime soon.
Good point, as Matt mentioned. 3 fouls in the first half by right there, number 23, Nate Tinnerman. He's their leading scorer for New Knoxville, just over 15 points a game. First possession starts as a turnover, so tough break for the Ranger offense. For the Flyers in the first half, 7 guys score. They were led with Tyler Mesher with 6, Nick Tangeman and Nate Bruns each with 5 apiece. Again, 7 guys scored, and I'll just run them down. Jack Beaning with 4, Matt Rethman with 3, Tyler Pranger with 3, and Justin Albers with 3. So a lot of Flyers getting into the offense for New Knoxville. Nathan Tinnerman with 6, 4 from Jonah Loggeman and Jared Osborne, and 3 from Ben Lammers. A triple to start the half for the Flyers, no good by Albers, and rebounded by Loggeman. Bounce pass, Bartholomew. His shot is blocked by Justin Albers. Albers on the season, now his 5th block. Leading the category for the Flyers is Nathan Bruns with 18. He had 1 earlier in the first half.
Knoxville looking to be the first to score blood here. Oh, that was wide open and he didn't take the shot, and another turnover.
Back-to-back turnovers to start the half, and Matt mentioned Lammers appeared to have a nice look at the basket, tried to find Anspall underneath, but instead it goes out of bounds. Nice diagonal pass. Albers with the basket. Nate Bruns with the assist, and that's a nice diagonal pass against the Ranger defense.
The Rangers did have the backdoor cut working really well in the second quarter. See if they can come back to that.
Bartholomew cut off, back up to Tinnerman. Man-to-man defense throughout the game for the Flyers. Tinnerman for 3. No good. Rebounded by Justin Albers, and quickly up the court come the Flyers. Bruns in the Mesher, assist Bruns, basket Mesher. So we've mentioned Bruns' name a couple times right here. Some very nice passing. And New Knoxville, Matt, had those 2 possessions to start the half, couldn't even get a shot off, and Marion Local has now come back and taken advantage of it. Another turnover here against New Knoxville.
Yeah, it's Knoxville's 3rd turnover on 4 trips down. 1 shot attempt. Other than that, it's first 2 minutes of the quarter you said could be important, and the Rangers are not doing what
Coach
they need to
Lisi
do.
will take a full timeout. We'll be back with more basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwieterman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Coming out of the timeout with a little full court pressure, and Matt Rethman with number 22 nearly took the inbounds pass under the Ranger basket and shot it there. He thought better and did not, and recovers himself, if you will, with the assist to Nathan Bruns, who scores. So a good possession there. Nearly was a bucket for the Rangers via the Flyers, but they answer on the other end and have opened up the lead now to 18. Another turnover. Good hands, good anticipation by Tyler Prenger. Bruns with a tip in. 20-point spread. So a number of turnovers have really hampered the Ranger offense here, Matt. Have had a lot of turnovers to start those first 3 minutes of action.
Yeah, they're going to need a senior to step up. He just got away with the travel there, and yet another turnover. So 5 turnovers to start this out.
Aggressive defense by the Flyers, there's no doubt about it. They are aggressive, they have active hands, they move their feet well. They only allow 42 points a game. They're well on their way to padding that stat tonight. Bruns, soft jumper in the interior, moving without the ball, catching it in space, squaring their shoulders, and shooting the basketball. Tough to stop. 11 points now for Bruns.
Yeah, there's not much you can say right now except for we understand why they're the #1 team in the MAC, and you know the MAC is not an easy conference no matter what sport you're playing.
Sherman has to pick up his dribble, needs help, gets help. Flyers had a big win Monday night, a rescheduled game where they defeated Versailles to basically guarantee themselves a share of the title. As Anspal for 3. Sam Anspal, his first points of the game. I think he had his first 3-pointer his last game. That is, he's now 2 for 3 on the season. But quickly the Flyers come right back, get into Tyler Mesher, and Mesher now in double figures with 10.
And the Rangers are going to have to open it up from outside to get back in this.
Very tough to climb back in with a tough defense the Flyers throw at you. And a 21-point lead now is Lageman for 3. Off back iron, no good. Battling and coming away with the rebound is Tyler Prenger. Rethman inside to Mesher. He's going to be called for the offensive foul. Nice job by Nathan Tierman, who risked getting his 4th foul. Instead, though, the foul goes against Tyler Mesher, his 2nd. So Tierman had to gamble a little bit, had good established position, drew the charge against Mesher. Just
so
the first
Tierman
foul of
gets
the
a
half.
seed as well. That way they can try to preserve that 4th foul.
Lammer's being guarded by Bruns, off to Osborne. Stealing,
turnover.
Here comes Tangeman. He stutters and can't quite get the timing down, misses the layup, rebounded by the Rangers. Tangeman would like to have that one back. He nearly had a chance here as boy Tangeman and Bruns bump into each other. They appear to be okay.
I don't think he knew if he was going to get high enough to jam it, so he tried to lay it in, and it was too late.
Bruns goes out. In for Marion local Ryan Koenig, also Colin Everman.
A lot of height on the Marion local side.
Bartholomew up top being guarded by Koenig. 3 versus 3, and the white jersey number 3 turns the ball over. Another turnover, Matt. What is it?
They're up to 7. They're up to 7. They actually have
in
more
this quarter. Yeah, what is it for the game probably?
For the game with their turnovers from the first half, that'll give them 15 total.
7 here in just the third quarter. Good basketball move to the basket for number 20, Nick Tangeman, and he's going to be rewarded with free throws. Well, he caught that with one thing in mind, that he was going to go to the basket, and a quick step, dribble drive, draws a foul against Osborne, his second. Tangeman shot off the mark.
If there's any downside to Marion local right now, they was 3 of 6 shooting from the free throw line, starting out 0 for 1 here.
As a team, I mentioned, they're shooting, I think, 66%. Not awful, but not great. Tangeman misses both. Albers gets the offensive rebound, gets his own missed shot, and it comes away finally in the hands of New Knoxville. A crossover dribble stolen, though, by Ryan Koenig. Nice passing. Another missed shot by Everman. So New Knoxville dodges a number of close interior shots by the Flyers. The score remains 41-20. Lagerman head down, goes to the basket. He is fouled. So Lagerman will go to the stripe. He's not been there yet tonight.
The Rangers 2 for 2 in the first half from the foul line.
Lagerman 72% on the season from the free throw line. Just averaging just under 8 points a game for the 5'11 senior. One of, as Matt said, 5 seniors on the squad. Not playing their last home game. They will play here tomorrow. Actually, 4 seniors on the squad as Lagerman makes his second attempt. 5 points for Jonah. Rangers will end tomorrow night against Crestview and finish their regular season on the road at Fort Recovery.
Nice job of getting the ball, jumping up, blocking it, see if Tinnerman can finish.
Tinnerman shot off
in
the
and
mark,
out.
off Osborne's hand. Opportunity missed there for the Rangers. Mentioned New Knoxville's remaining schedule. Marion local gets 2 more home games. They'll play Russia, a very good team. Russia playing Fort Loramie tonight. A big Shelby County League game, as scoring on the other end is number 20, Nick Tangeman. This time, no doubt, as he kisses it off the glass. And then Marion local will finish out against Coldwater next Friday. I said earlier this is the Midwest Athletic Conference season finale. It is not. Next week is another backdoor cut. Lagerman has probably scored, Matt, all of his points via that cut.
Well, it's one of those situations where it's worked all through the second quarter, and now here 1:37 left in the third, and they finally go back to it.
You know, it's tough to go back to it if the defense doesn't bite on it, and they've been able to get Marion a few times to bite, and the back door becomes open. It's worked. They've executed it very nicely. And I think Lagerman's been very good as far as getting the backdoor cut at least a couple times. Lagerman now with 7 points. Getting the ball inbounds and up the court to 21 with Sam Hulsman. Beaning misses the shot. So New Knoxville fortunate that Marion local did not score. Osborne gets fouled. I believe it'll be a blocking foul on Beaning. And free throws coming up for Jared Osborne. Yeah, I misspoke earlier. This is not the regular MAC season finale. Next week is. A win tonight would ensure Marion local at least a share of the title. Osborne's free throw no good. A tough schedule for the Flyers. I mean, obviously tonight they have things in hand, but then they play Russia at home, who again, Russia's playing Fort Loramie tonight at home for the share of the title. And then we'll finish out the regular season at home with Coldwater, who's been pretty successful this year as well, as Osborne makes the second foul shot.
The Rangers putting more pressure on the outside, not giving them that open shot. Marion still looking to bring it inside. Nice kick out.
Pringer swings it over to Koenig. Up top to Bruns as we approach the final 60 seconds of the third quarter. Three-point shot missed by Pringer, rebounded by New Knoxville. Osborne open along the baseline. Goes in and gets it off the glass over Bruns. Osborne's third point of the third quarter, 7 in the game. Another charge taken by Tinnerman. That's 2 of them here as Bruns picks up his third foul. Again, good job by Nathan Bruns gambling, getting there in time to draw the charge.
Yeah, Tinnerman doing a nice job stepping in, taking a big risk, but now you got their big man out of the game with 3 fouls as well. See if Knoxville doesn't try to attack when he comes back in on the inside, try to pick up that 4th foul for him.
Tinnerman with the ball being guarded by Tangeman, and another errant pass. Maybe looking for that backdoor cut. It's been successful, the tight man-to-man defense. 10 third quarter turnovers, as Matt says. That's a tough way to make comebacks when you throw the ball away that much.
Yeah, hey, if you take their turnovers and put them in shots, they would have the same amount of shots as Marion Local in this quarter.
20 seconds left in the third. Marion appears to be taking the last one, and obvious foul that far away from the basket. Logman trying to knock the ball away, draws contact, picks up his 2nd foul. Just a 3rd Ranger team foul of the half. Lammers nearly steals it from Pringer. Getting his feet right in the left corner. Albers off the mark, no good, and we'll get a foul on the Flyers with 9.3 seconds left.
Over the back called on Tangeman.
Tinnerman with the basketball, a spot violation out of bounds, gets it to Loggeman, clock running. Pringer guarding Loggeman. Anspal, 3-pointer, buries it. 2 3-pointers in the third quarter for Sam Anspal, and that cuts the lead to 14. We'll take a break and come back with the final 8 minutes here on NKTelco Sports.
Best part of my experience at Upper Valley is getting to know different teachers and the way they teach. So you learn a lot about how college is going to be in the future. My name is Paige, and I'm from the Exercise Science program.
Mama Rosa's is looking for dedicated people to join their family. You will enjoy benefits and camaraderie not available at most jobs. Our culture promotes the idea of teamwork, respect, and honesty. It also encourages excellence in our performance, which translates into a quality product for our customers. Go to mama-rosas.com to begin your career.
End the third quarter on a good note as Anspal hits his 2nd 3-pointer of the game and his 3rd of the season. Right now, freshman Sam Anspal shooting very good from the 3-point line, 75%, although just 3 of 4, but has hit 2 3-pointers in the third quarter to help New Knoxville stay close. It's still within striking distance, trailing by 14. The Flyers have not put the Rangers away yet, although they've led throughout, opened up a 10-0 lead to start the game. Run's no good, rebounded by Logman. He has fouled. It was at least a 10-0 run. I'm not for sure, Matt. I know the Rangers took forever to score the first bucket, but I know at one point it was 10-0 for sure.
Well, the Rangers shot 50% in that third quarter. The problem is they only had 8 shots.
10 turnovers, right?
And the 10 turnovers absolutely annihilated them. You take those away and you make them shots.
That gives you a chance, yeah.
It definitely could get you in the game.
Okay, the Rangers down by 14. Another challenge pass. How many times have we seen that where everything is being guarded? Every pass has been very difficult. And the Flyers force your offense to get open, and it's not easy.
Alex Enoch and number 24, Tyler Pringer, have been covering that far side, knocking balls all over the place.
Tinnerman, who has drawn a couple charges, loses the ball there, but
the Rangers again open up a period with a turnover instead of a shot.
Trying to get the ball in the Mesher. The Flyers will reset their offense. Pull-up jumper off the mark by Rethman. And again, here you look back at the last possession. If they got a shot off and make it, it's a chance now to get it under single digits or at least to 10. Right now, though, still trailing by 14. Man-to-man defense by the Flyers in the blue jerseys. Bartholomew drives baseline, was looking for help on the backside, gets knocked out of bounds.
Bartholomew not very big, but he is not scared to take it inside.
Lammers will trigger inside. Lammers open for three. Big shot, his second made three-pointer of the game. And the Rangers down by 11. Still not going away are the home team tonight, the New Knoxville Rangers. Flyers work to do left to earn their 8th league victory of the season. Open look, missed as it was rebounded though by Tyler Mesher. Boy, that's a big answer for the 6'2" senior, now with 12 points.
Nice job of getting the rebound, putting it right back in.
Rethman got open but didn't score, but Mesher there with another rebound to score his 12th point. Keep the lead at 13. Bartholomew baseline jumper up and in. Jack Bartholomew, his first 2 points of the game. He's been all over the place tonight. Finally gets a chance to score and he takes advantage of it.
Yeah, the Rangers so far 2 for 2 shooting in here in the fourth. Marion Local just 1 of 4.
Now going right to the basket. Nick Tangeman, I think I've seen him do that a couple times, Matt. Get the ball and just explode to the basket. Ranger foul on Sam Anspall. His first.
Yep, going to be and 1.
1 for 4 on the night is Tangeman. Make it 2 for 5. And he converts the three-point play. Big possession there for the Flyers as New Knoxville. Again, trying to get a spark. You mentioned the crowd. Get something to get the crowd involved and help them become the 6th man and make a storybook comeback. Lammers for 3. Misses, gets his own rebound. Tries to dump it down to Anspall. Goes out of bounds. Rangers looking for a tip. They don't get it. A turnover. And a tough break for New Knoxville's offense. 5:22 left.
The Rangers leading in the rebound category so far here. Just need to clean up the little mistakes, and they'll be right back in this.
Bruns 6 feet 6 inches. A nice point guard to have, bring down the court. Over to Rethman.
I believe he's already signed his letter of intent, has he not?
Not real sure. There's a foul on Lagerman as New Knoxville man-to-man defense. They played a lot of zone so far tonight, trying to maybe speed the pace up a little bit, get some steals. Foul goes against Jonah Lagerman, his 3rd. Boy, nice pass and catch. Good pass.
Not much more you can do.
No, and Tinnerman avoids picking up his 4th foul, and Bruns cashes it in. Lagerman to the basket, just off the mark, a little strong. At the other end, wasting no time, goes number 33, Justin Albers. He now has 7. And a timeout, a full timeout by the Rangers. Will take one as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything. I call that progress.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. The Flyers have opened it up again a little bit, Matt. We keep saying that. You know, you take away the bad start New Knoxville had, the 10-0, the 12-0 deficit, whatever it was. And New Knoxville has been able to get it back to 10, and Marion Local pushes back up to 18. It's almost like an accordion, you know, in to 10 and back to 18. So now Flyers have answered. The Rangers running out of time to make that last run. Need to get something going and make it happen quickly.
Yeah, they definitely do. And the biggest thing they need to do is control the ball. Do not turn it over. If anything else, just don't turn it over. Their shooting percentage is very high.
Very difficult to do against a very aggressive team as Bruns, a little too aggressive, got caught behind
that should
the
be
Ranger.
foul number 4.
And he will pick up his 4th foul. He could not get around Tinnerman, who used his body nicely. 7th team foul against the Flyers. That's bonus opportunity as Bruns will sit down. In to replace him is number 20, Nick Tangeman, who has 10 points. Nice night for Tangeman off the bench. Also back in is Colin Everman. Free throws coming up. Big throws here for Nathan Tinnerman. Had 6 points at half, scoreless in the 3rd quarter. A shot of the bonus is good. He'll get another one. Tinnerman averaging 15.4 a game, now with 7. Picked up 2 fouls early in the 1st quarter. Both free throws. Pass will nearly be thrown out of bounds. Good hustle by Tyler Mesher. And boy, what nearly was disaster for the Flyers becomes success as Albers gets to the basket. And
once
Rangers
you break
can't
the press,
capitalize.
once that press is broken, somebody has to be open.
9 points for Justin Albers. And you think about breaking the press is one thing, but it looked like the ball almost was going to be out of bounds, and it did not go as Osborne misses the interior shot. And the Flyers push it down and decide better to bring it out, run a little clock. 18-point lead. Rethman resets the Flyer offense. Everman. Swing it over. They find Everman underneath. He's been scoreless so far, not anymore. Colin Everman, his first 2 points. The 6'1 senior puts the Flyers up by 20.
Yeah, the Rangers just too many mistakes tonight. Clean those up, and it's a whole nother ball game.
Osborne up top. Needs help. Finds Jonah Logman. Good help defense. And making a nice stop there was Nick Tangeman, collapsing on the backside of not letting that pass get to the Ranger offensive player.
It was like they turned it over, but then he stepped right out of bounds.
With 3:15 left, Nate Bruns will come back in with the 4 personal fouls. He has 13 points on the night. Lammers his pass behind Logman. That'll be another Ranger turnover.
Over and back.
It looks easy sitting up here and in the stands, but when you're being pressured all night, that's what that does to the offensive player. It forces you to be just a little inconsistent. And what you can probably do at practice 100 times and not throw it away is different when you're being pressured the full 84 feet of the court, if you will, all night. Runs, picks his dribble up, finds Mesher, and boy, again, soft touch with the left hand. Mesher, 6 points in the first half, 8 in the second. He has 14 on the night.
I'm saying I commend the Rangers. I mean, they're giving up height at every position, but yet they're just fighting and staying in the game.
Whistle on a foul called against the Flyers. Logman, number 12, will go to the free throw line as a foul goes against number 12 of Marion local, Colin Everman. Jonah tonight from the free throw line, 1 of 2. Those were in the 3rd quarter. Hits his first one. 8 points now for 5'11" senior Jonah Logman as Ben Lammers checks out. Sam Anspal checks in. A couple subs for the Flyers, 3 and 24. Koenig and Prenger. Logman good on the second. 20-point deficit, just over 2.5 minutes left. A win tonight would give Marion Local a share of the Midwest Athletic Conference title at 8-0 with just 1 game left. St. Henry trails them at 6-1.
I'm not sure who they're playing tonight, Jeff. Do you have a...
St. Henry plays Parkway tonight and then finishes against New Bremen at home due to the Redskins. So
Parkway 0-7, 8-11 total this year.
So you'd think St. Henry should win tonight. And then St. Henry, a home game against Bremen. And Marion Local finishes against a decent Coldwater team, so nothing is guaranteed right now. Everman's shot no good, gets his own rebound, misses it. Bartholomew comes away with the defensive rebound. Logman skip pass.
That's an own goal.
We'll give it to Osborne. He was in the area. He looked like he touched it. The bounce pass deflected, and I believe Osborne with the bucket. And a little too close there is
I don't
Logman.
know. That came off Everman's hand.
They credited the bucket to Osborne. And it'll be a 1-on-1 now for the Flyers. So with that bucket, Osborne now 9 points on the night.
The Flyers 0 for 3 from the line so far this second half. 3 of 9 total for the night.
Tangeman he finished a 3-point opportunity. They made one foul shot.
Oh, I didn't write that down, my bad.
Not quite bonus yet. 16 fouls against the Rangers. So minute 38, 18-point game. Albers, number 10, with the ball over to Beaning, number 14, back up top to Hillsman. Dragging the back foot was Max Albers, and that'll be a turnover. Rangers with the ball, just a minute 27 left. Knoxville will be at home on Saturday night to close out the home regular season against Crestview and then finish on the road at Fort Recovery. Marion Local, as I mentioned, has Russia tomorrow night at home and then Coldwater to finish their regular season.
Tinnerman looking for the pass, throws it away. Down to 1:17 left in the game.
Mentioned coming in, the Flyers give up on average 42 points a game. They're right at that number right now on the defensive category, and they score 57. So they've basically played very consistent to average, if you will. Bartholomew, his 4th point. Final 60-plus seconds to go here. New Knoxville down by 16. They foul number
23. It'll be Brandon Enoch.
Brandon Ike. Thank you, Matt, for having it. Did not have it in my numbers. Also, number 15, you have that one listed?
Number 15, I do not.
So the seniors get a shot of them on the bench, making their final appearance. Shouldn't say final appearance. They'll be at home, but tonight, the senior night festivities is making the free throws number 23.
Brandon Ike.
Brandon Ike.
Made both of them.
Good job off the bench. Hits both shots.
Lead now 18.
Under a minute to go. Osborne finds Ansball, stolen away. Albers is going to be fouled, and boy, a lot of bodies hit the ground again. Albers bounces up, and he'll have a chance to go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
This is a hard foul, but see if he's able to convert both of them. Lead is now 19.
So the support players for the Flyers do a nice job hitting their free throws here. We had 2 by Brandon Ike, and now Albers hits the shot. More support players coming in. Albers gets both to drop.
Flyers 5 for 5 field goals this period.
Ryland Durness, 22. Patrick Covert, 24. Matthew Starr, 20. Jacob Rollins, 5. And Caleb Lagerman, 40 for the Rangers on the court right now. There's Matthew Starr, finds Covert. Entry pass in, knocked away, kicked around, and
picked up by Matt Everman, number 42.
Just under 30 seconds left. Covert inside the arc, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Flyers. Albers, left-hand layup. He's going to be fouled by Durness, and more free throws coming up now again for Max Albers. Hit his first 2 shots. His last attempt just a last possession ago. So a chance here to add to the 20-point margin. And the first one is good. Albers 6 of 6 coming into the game, 3 of 3 tonight. And number 10 goes 10 for 10 on the season. Albers remains perfect from the charity stripe. A 22-point lead, the final 10 seconds. Lageman, his three-pointer off the mark, rebounded by the Flyers, and they will hold on to the ball. And the final horn will sound. The Flyers win tonight, 64-42 over the Rangers. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from New Knoxville. You're watching high school boys basketball on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slankowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to New Knoxville, where the Marion local Flyers have defeated the New Knoxville Rangers 64-42 with our game stats. Here's Matt Everidge.
All right, we'll start off with the winners, Marion local. They scored 64 points on 25 of 55 shooting, 3 of 10 from threes, 10 of 13 from the foul line, 25 rebounds, and 11 turnovers. For your New Knoxville Rangers, they scored 42 points on 15 of 42 shooting from the field, 4 of 13 from the three-point line, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Something good to build on. Rebounds, they had 18. Considering they've given up a lot of height, that's a big number. But the biggest number of the game is the 24 turnovers. Knoxville just shot themselves in the foot. Opportunity with opportunity with opportunity.
Well, against a good team like the Flyers, you know, obviously a lot of turnovers takes away chances to score, and Marion local pretty good with the basketball. Just it was 11, so you give a good team a lot of chances to score and you take chances away from yourself, makes things very difficult. Now, give the Flyers credit. They played great defense. They got us to an early lead, Matt. It took forever for the Rangers to score, and then it was catch-up mode the whole night. Knoxville did get back to within 10 a couple times, but the Flyers basically pushed it back to 18. They finished with the 22-point win and really just do like they've done all year. The numbers have been very average-like. The score was about what they average. They give up defensively 42 a game. So good job by the Flyers. We'll go through the scoring for the game for the Rangers of New Knoxville. One player in double figures tonight. That was Jonah Lageman. He finishes with 11. And I'm going to do something on the fly here, guys in the van. Are you ready? Our player of the game is Jonah Lageman. So change out on your stats. I said I gave you the wrong name. Jonah Lageman, my fault. 11 points. He's also our player of the game. That is being sponsored by NKTelco. Other guys scoring tonight for New Knoxville. Jared Osborne with 9. 8 from Nathan Tinnerman. Sam Anspaugh with 6. Ben Lammers with 6. And Jack Bartholomew with 4 for the Rangers, 44. For the Marion local Flyers, 9 guys scored tonight. We talked about how many different players can do it. They were led in scoring by Tyler Mesher tonight with 14. Also Nate Bruns with 13. 10 from Nick Tangeman. 9 from Justin Albers. And 4 from Max Albers, Jack Beaning, and 3 apiece from Tyler Prenger and Matt Rethman, and 2 apiece from Brandon Eint and also Colin Everman. Their total of 64. And I apologize again, production staff, for that mistake I made. The Marion Local player of the game tonight belongs to 6'6" junior Nate Bruns. He did a lot of things offensively well, 13 points, Matt. Played defense well, obviously had the scoop and the score, the dunk shot in the first quarter. Really part of that stingy defense that forced 24 turnovers.
Yeah, and then he played the whole last end of the fourth quarter there with 4 fouls. I mean, so he was battling back and forth. But when you're the big guy, I think you're used to that, used to the pressure, and Marion Local with just a load of talent coming back for the next year as well.
Well, Nate Bruns, congratulations. And for New Knoxville, again, the player of the game goes to senior 5'11" Jonah Loggeman with 11. That'll wrap things up from here. And before we leave, I'd like to thank our crew tonight. They included our production crew tonight, Daniel Allen and Isaac Sell for our camera guys, Gavin Boozer, Ian Bullheimer, Camden Carter. For my partner, Matt Everidge, I am Jeff Henshin. Thanks for watching tonight's game. Once again, your final score, Marion Local 64, New Knoxville 42. Thanks for watching.